Goosebumps is rated GB7 because it may be too spooky for Goosebumps fans under 7.
Alright, so like promised, I'm going to do 4 of these videos for each of the ones that are on here. So here we go, we're going with Night of the Living Dummy. Have I read the book? I think I know enough about the book. I haven't actually read it myself. That's on the to-do list. But anyways, so the difference between the book and this one, I think we're just going to dive on what they have in here. And all you guys yourselves will say rhetorically, that wasn't, they forgot that. They didn't put that in there. And well, anyways, let's get started, shall we? So basically, I think it starts the same exact way. The interesting part is, yeah, here we go. We have freaking Slappy right here. Let's hold on. Let me just do this real quick. So the intro part that we get is, are you still alive or has fear frozen the blood in your veins? Unfortunately for you, I have saved the best for last, and it will haunt your dreams. It's a fun but gruesome little story called Night of Living Dummy. A couple of my favorite slaves and how they were lucky enough to get to know me, your humble narrator. Oh yeah, and then back again, like I said previously, they're burning. And then of course we see him in a chair, we see the 2 girls, and we see him, I think that might have been their mom or something. They're in the frames, and you also see a skeleton dude. That's weird. Anyways, he says, so let's dive in, shall we? By now, I'm sure you're just dying with anticipation. Well, anyways, basically we got Lindy and the other girl. And, Chris. So Lindy and Chris, they're twins, of course. And, well, we actually get to have now seeing it. We get to see what they talked about, which I know they construction and I didn't understand it, but the weird part has to be the fact of what they chose to do, which is they put in the home that they're constructing, whatever, the trash, the freaking dumpster, and in the dumpster is Slappy. And it's kind of interesting how Slappy, he doesn't have weird, the eyes actually just look solid, they don't look like anything, and then the eyes turn red. You're like, come here, I'm gonna slap you, which is just nothing but he's not actually alive. And then she brings him to school. She's a laughing riot. She's become more popular, even though someone call him a weirdo. And well, apparently his sister would like to have the freaking dummy herself. And crazy enough is that let's see, is it Chris? Yeah. No, Lindy isn't very funny. Okay, so Lindy has Slappy, and Slappy actually slapped her, said, I said get lost, stupid. And it's like, what the frick? Yeah, and then she gets a little bit in trouble, and she gets to touch Slappy for a minute, and yeah, then after that, apparently, Lizzie actually has a horrible dream of some kind of creature with green eyes, and then she wakes up, and as soon as she stares, there's Slappy staring at her with that stupid stare that's been on the covers for so many years until they changed it, which I'm like, thank you for doing that. So the next day, it turns out the mom actually bought Mr. Wood. He was actually from the dumpster. Weirdly enough, it's like, yeah, so in the beginning, she actually named him Slappy, and in the beginning, he was named Mr. Wood, which, how did those names come out of nowhere? I don't know. At least the good news is that in later books, they actually gave him new names, and he reveals himself that, I chose Slappy, and it's like, it would be cool if they would have just had, like, he had an original name and he just chose Slappy as his new name, and it's like, he didn't do it, or Mr. Wood didn't choose it. Actually, Mr. Wood was the exception because he chose himself to name himself now Wally. Yeah, it's like, yep, so whatever, maybe Wally was the original name, but well, sadly it's debunked. So anyways, yeah, she got Mr. Wood, and then we see her do stuff, and then we see Mr. Wood and Slappy cozy up together, and then later on, after they wake up the next morning, we'll see Mr. Wood choking Slappy, in quotations, tearing him apart, which nothing really happened to come of it. And they both look at each other, and it's kind of weird, but sure, why not? I mean, the dummies, and then all of a sudden we have Lizzie actually being very, very good and being like, stop being a jerk, stupid jerk, stupid jerk. I can't get lost, stupid moron, jerk face, Graham loser, idiot. It's like he's speaking for himself, and it looks like he's actually doing it, but apparently she just playing her sister. So she put him in the closet, and the sister plays around. The sister plays too much. Now Mr. Wood is downstairs on the ground, and there's freaking stuff on the floor. And well, she's not gonna admit that she did it. That Mr. Wood did it. The mom is like, "Oh, I had it with you guys," even though she's wearing a skull. The mom is wearing a freaking skull shirt. So, anyways, what they're doing now is Lizzie thinks she's going crazy because Mr. Wood might be actually, real, but of course Chris knows otherwise, and so yeah, she put Mr. Wood away. Oh yeah, the mom said if this doesn't stop, I'm gonna take those two dummies, and yeah. So anyways, they go to sleep, and Chrissy actually is messing with her, being like, let me out, let me out. Yeah, and then she reveals to her that she actually did that the whole entire time. That was all her. And then at the spring concert, which, yeah, I know I'm jumping through stuff, and Chris already mentioned that she had like some gigs that she got and some money and stuff like that. And well, then here we go. She's at the spring concert. She reads the freaking words, and then we see Mr. Wood go from his eye, he went to the side, his eyes squink, and there was a clack, and then he's now upright, and it's like, what the frick? He's like, did you just blink? That's impossible. Last minute jitters, and then she goes on stage, and then here's Mr. Wood starting insults. So here's the Mr. Wood insults. Hey lady, what time does the blimp go up? Your face reminds me of a wart I had removed. And then the freaking, it's like she looks too cartoony, but sure, why not? I mean, the principal. It's like, yeah, that's enough. It's like, no, I was like, oh, it's like, ooh, if we count your chins, can it tell us your age? It's like, if you got any bigger, you'll need your own zip code. It's like, yeah, and then here's Mr. Wood sitting there by himself, and she's like, apologize to me and the audience. And Mr. Wood said, apologize for this. And he hurls on one person in the third row, and then he hurled on everyone. And she's like, clear the auditorium. I don't know how you did this or why, but I'm going to see that you get suspended for life. The hell, man. And of course the mom is like, sickening, totally sickening. On Monday I'm taking that dummy back to the pawn shop, and well, Chrissy is like, why wait, let's do it now. And it's like, yeah, you're grounded, blah blah blah. And here we go, and this is where I actually did some stuff that was in the previous video. Playtime is over, slaves. You're just a dummy. So are you. And let's go. If you want to hear that, go to the other video. We're just gonna fast forward all the way to where I didn't get to. Okay, here we go. So here's the part. It's like, we took a shovel from the garage and headed to the lot next door. You dig first, and I'll take a turn. Great plan. I warned you, I have powers. Apparently they sure do. Let me out now, and your punishment won't be too severe. Dig faster! How much deeper? You'll be sorry. Much deeper! And it says, eventually, I never felt so tired in my life. I'm just so happy we got rid of that awful creature. Hope Mom doesn't ask what happened to our suitcase the next day. Rumble, rumble. Construction starts early this morning. I don't know. Oh, don't they know it's Saturday? I wonder if they flattened that big mound of dirt. That would really be excellent. Time to face the music. Looks like we got a temporary reprieve. Mom has to run an errand and won't be back until noon. I guess she won't be too mad if she made crescent rolls. That one I think might be a typo. I'm very unhappy with you two slaves. I have to punish you, and I prove that I'm serious. Porky! You will do as I say, or one by one those you love will suffer. Yeah, that's the poor dog. Let go of him! I warned you, the dog must die now! No! Unhand me, slaves! You'll pay for this humiliation! What do we do with him now? Outside! This is your last chance! Do you think... Are you thinking what I'm thinking? This is your final warning. On a count of three, we'll toss him in the front of the steamer. One, I'll release my full powers. Yep, barking, no! And then they jumped and yep. And it's like, gee whiz, you got choked and you were able to freaking rebound that fast? Damn, that dog is freaking something. Son of a bitch. I wonder where I was like, okay. Ah, get out of here. Are you girls crazy? Oh no. Roof. I'm free. Get him. Ah, so long, suckers. I'm out of. What the hell? Ew, that stinks. Oh, it smells like rotten eggs. Yeah, he got freaking ran over, folks. A kid. I ran over a kid? No, I was a ventriloquist dummy. Totally not alive. Sorry to scare you like that. Hey, you want this thing? Best to throw it in the trash. And so we headed back to our room, reflecting on all our troubles begin. Here to no more competitions like ever. Deal. Lindy. Oh, sorry, I said Lizzie. Sorry, folks. Did you leave Slappy propped up like that? Huh? And of course, as we can see here, hopefully I'll show a photo, maybe. He's looking, but the green mist is not going into the room. All right, finally to the last page. Hey, slaves, is the other guy gone? I thought he'll never leave. Wah, the end. So that's basically how it is, and I'm pretty sure that might actually be the same way as the book itself. Pretty sure. Yeah, but that was a real fun ride, especially to see the freaking puppet. It's like to see the dummy choking a freaking dog. I heard it in the book. Oh crap! So this is what fell. Oh man, creepy. I need to fix this as soon as possible. Well, anyways, yeah. So seeing actual illustration of him choking a dog was like the most funny, but the most shocking, but the most funny and most shocking thing I've ever seen. That was just so awesome. You gotta see for yourself. If I'm not a jerk, I'll actually show you a nice little snapshot of it. Oh my gosh, it's just something to behold. And it's amazing how the dog just recover out of nowhere. It's like, no, the dog needed a breather. The dog needed to breathe. It's like he needed to actually still be down. And the dog didn't really save him at all because they could have easily just went 1, 2, 3, foom. Yeah. Oh, rotten eggs. Oh, what the frick. But sadly, it debunks the whole thing of Mr. Wood's spirit went from him to Slappy, sadly, because in this, we actually see Slappy overlooking, and no, the green mist is not seeping into their freaking bedroom. Because if it was, then it makes sense. But it wasn't, so sorry, but that's defunct. That freaking theory is defunct. I'm sorry, but it's true. But yeah, I mean, man, wow, dude. The illustration is pretty good. We got David Roman, and he actually did X-Men, one X-Men graphic novel, and also he did The Last Airbender's Zuko's story. So that's pretty cool. And also, again, the eyes, how the eyes change when it came to them actually being alive. You actually can see for yourself that the eyes change, and you can see what's the difference between them being alive and being inanimate objects. But again, yeah, like I said before, when it came to, well, this one right here, it seems that when, it's like, I don't even know in the book when they actually read the words, but I think they read the words in the freaking house. Meanwhile, in this novel, this graphic novel, she read it at the spring concert, and then she read it later trying to stop him, but of course that doesn't work unless you play by a living dummy rules, which technically shouldn't even work anyways. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this little recap and this little nice little interesting thing, and hopefully I'll do the 3 other ones. So stay tuned and have a scary day, have a scary night.